Morning's all back again. It is now a reasonable hour of the day, Wednesday, 8:42. That's more like it. And following on from the test ride of the LXR that we did, all good. Customers on the way to come get it. Happy days. Right, so we're out. First test ride for customer. Has purchased a blue. You go in blue Assault. So we're out test riding this. Now the Assault, slightly different from the Iska. The Assault has that semi, as I say, motocross or trail riding front end. Great little bike. 5-speed box. Now the seat on this does tip you up into the tank, so it is, as we say, slightly inclined lower towards the tank and higher at the rear end, so it does tip you into the tank. Position on this is mid-peg, knees tucked in tightly under the tank, and I've got my dirty old jeans on, I've got my cabbies on today. And bar position is slightly lower, so my hands are, I'd say, about 5 inches lower than horizontal. Horizontal is there, so yeah, about 5 to 6 inches lower than horizontal. Mirror position good, nice all-round view, and I've got none of my shoulder in the mirror. Happy days. Right, I'm on then, learner. Gear change on this is lovely and smooth on the gearbox, which is one thing I do like about the Assaults and the Iskas. Gearbox is lovely and smooth, and we have 5 miles on it so far. So we've done a little bit of pre-test mileage. So just up to me to crack on about the final 8 or 9 miles on this. But rear brake, lovely. And the front brake very effective, as you would expect. So we're going to do something slightly different. Jesus, look at the traffic that side. I shall filter in a minute then. Get out and do a bit of filtering. But very easy display on this. Big rev counter off to the left hand side. Nice LED, I keep saying nice, LED speed indicator there with your miles per hour, gear indicator, time, odo at the bottom, odometer, and the fuel gauge is dead centre. I can't fault these, and there was a lot of questions. Go and have a look on Lexmoto owners page on Facebook. I tend to hang out in there quite a lot and answer a few questions, along with other guys from other dealerships like Nathaniel, Roy Eden's in there, loads of people from the dealerships all around the country. We all sit on the Lexmoto owners page, and we had one, I think it was today or yesterday. Oh, this guy sold me an absolute dog of a bike. Right. Now, fair enough, the guy has put very good order, could do with the service and a few minor bits. 500 quid. Not bad for a bike, you'd think. For a 3-4 year old bike, 500 quid. I've seen them go for a lot more. And he's obviously gone and bought the bike. No knowledge whatsoever, I don't think. And he's got it back, and he's like, the ignition lock's broke, the wiring's all screwed together, it's got tape everywhere, and it don't do this and it don't do that, and this bit's broken and that bit's broken. And unfortunately, with second-hand bike sales, yes, you're going to get someone goes, oh yeah, it's a really clean bike, but you're also going to have the ones that are out to make a buck. And then you're going to get the ones that whinge. If you don't know what you're buying, and you've got no mechanical knowledge whatsoever, take someone with you that does know about bikes. Don't just go and, it's like going to buy a new car from the local car dealer. Alright, you don't know nothing about cars, and the guy says, oh yes, there we go, it's brand new, it's got 4 wheels and an engine, but it's mint condition. You get it home, and it's like, oh, how do I work the stereo, or what does this button do, what does that button do? Windscreen wipers don't work. Yeah, unfortunately, and I think there's a Latin name for it, caveat something. Anyway, buyer beware. It's up to you. Now obviously it doesn't work with new cars because you get warranty and you get right to reject, but second-hand bikes, buyer beware. Check out what you're getting, and I have said this to people that have phoned me up and said, Dave, I'm looking to buy this, what do you think? And I always say to them, take someone with you who knows about bikes. If you don't know what you're doing, or when you start it up it smokes, or it doesn't run right, or it won't tick over, and check all the lights in, all the normal things you would do, check the brakes, check the tyres, check the lights, all the normal stuff that you would do on an MOT. But if you are in any doubt that you don't like that bike, walk away. Simple fact, walk away. There are plenty of other bikes out there that are going to be better. So as I say, buyer beware. If in doubt, walk away. And obviously he's whining because this guy sold him an absolute dog of a bike, or is it the fact that we've just got a fussy buyer? 500 quid, it's not that much money, and I would be, anyone that sells a bike between 2 and 500 quid, I'd be like, why is that bike so cheap? Second-hand bikes at the moment are fetching between 1 and 2 grand for 125s. We've seen one recently, and it was a Lexmoto Arrow. They haven't done the Arrows for absolutely ages, and they were basically the old ZSB come Michigan type. So the Arrow's been around for, Christ, 8, 9, 10 years. He actually put an Arrow up for sale yesterday for £1,200, and he actually did a walk round video on it. So as I always say, let's see the bike running, let's have a little walk round video. And he actually got it, he got 1,200 quid for it, so yeah, well done to that man. But he has looked after it and kept it clean. Alright, it's done 16,000 miles, but it doesn't smoke, the engine sounded good, and it's one of those things, you know, check a bike out before you buy it. Now obviously if you're buying a new bike, you're backed up with a 2-year warranty, and most dealers should be ride testing bikes. No, a lot of dealers don't. They literally quick run round the block, yeah, because you expect everything new to work absolutely perfectly, don't we? Nah. So as I say, we do ride tests. We put at least 10 to 12 miles on every bike, which just means that I have a lot of test rides, and it's normally on a test ride that you will notice any issues. And same as the one we had with the LXS the other day. Went out to female rider, a little bit whiny, found it was a chain, ordered a new chain. Chain's fine, it's just whining like hell. New chain ordered, under warranty. She's back next week to have her new chain fitted, but she gave me a call the other day and said, I am out, I'm riding, getting some experience, and I am loving the bike. So yeah, good luck to her. But as I say, new bike, you're backed up with a full 2-year warranty as long as you maintain it, service it, and obviously do your servicing regime on time and keep the damn thing clean. The amount of bikes that I saw at the weekend that were covered in crud, and like, when was the last time? Oh, I don't wash my bike, mate, I'd literally just ride. My GTR gets a wash and wax every weekend if I'm riding. It's going to probably get one today because we're due for a torrential thunderstorm today. Means it will dampen the yard down, keep all the dust from blowing around, which is what normally accumulates on the bike. And with a bit of luck I will get duck fitted to bike. That's the second duck now that I've had where the little rubber strap that goes around the bar has broken on me, and like, useless, absolutely useless. So a little bit of 3M sticky pads coming down today, so I'm going to sticky those on to the bike. Also got some other bits coming for the GTR. Got my side stand switch on order. Get my fork seals done. Watching van behind me. Thank you very much. Good man. Well done, that man. Dorsey Construction Materials. Good driver. He sat behind me because there was a car in the outside lane, and then right the way out to that second lane to overtake. Thank you very much. That's what you should be doing on a dual carriageway. That was a bit bloody close. But yeah, if you're into putting ducks on your bike, Uncle Red has one. I think Rhythmic's got one. Simon GTR's definitely got one on his bike. Andy GSA Tractor, he's got one on his now. And go look at his latest YouTube video. Ding 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 ding, duck 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 duck. Very good. So we should get this one back now, and time I get back to the garage be 10 miles on it, 10-11 miles on it, all good, no issues found. Keep an eye on my inside lane, outside lane, and as I say, if you are out riding, make sure you're doing your 7s. Keep going on about the 7s. Limit point as far as you can see, left and right, 1 and 2, 100 to 200 yards in front, 3 and 4, 5 is that mirror, 6 is your gauges, 7 is this mirror. So that's why you see me constantly. If you go and watch my Super Sausage run on the way home, you'll constantly see my head doing this, because I'm looking in the mirrors, physically moving my head. You can move your eyes, but obviously I like to just move my head, get a little peek over the shoulder as well. But I'm like Churchill with the nodding dog when I'm out, and you can't do too many observations. Constantly watching the road in front, but obviously doing my 7s as well. And once you start to learn to do 7s and know what is around you, you'll get used to muscle memory. Just doing it from memory. Your brain will put it in and you'll go, oh, right, let's check the brakes out. So, front brake, rear brake, yay. And I can step down the gearbox now, all the way down, perfect. You can tell it's muggy out today because my nose is itching like the proverbial. Hay fever's on the way. Bike's ticking over nicely. And we're away. And these little Assaults have got a good exhaust tone, they're not overly loud. But these dual sport tyres, they call them, the old semi-nobblies, are a good road holding tyre. They do the job. Front brake, rear brake, all good. And step down the box again. And into neutral. Look, easy as that. So the gearboxes on these are lovely and smooth. Well, we sit and wait for the traffic, and that's where the old women's football was the other day. MK Dons Stadium. If you happen to be in to the women's football, if you happen to really be into women's football, go and ask Andy GSA Tractor to send you his video of the women's football, and that is from my little group for the streaming group. If you happen to be another person that's watching this, there, don't ask for the photo of the women's football. A little bit near the knuckle, but it did bring a chuckle to my face when he sent it. Thanks for that, Andy. I was mid-MOT when you sent that. I was like, oh, who's pinged my phone. It's like, oh, football. Oh, right, football. Yeah. Thanks, Andy. You dirty bugger. Right. Car's merging on the outside. Let him go in. Be courteous. Be kind. Be like Patrick Swayze, as I say, from Roadhouse. Be polite. Be kind. Until it's time to not be polite and be kind. And people go, how will you know that? I will tell you. No. Back down this way, down the dual carriageway, back the garage, cup of coffee. My last one went cold, didn't get a chance to sort it out. And hopefully this week we're going to be doing a few slightly different videos. How to change brake pads on certain bikes, and how to do a service. If you want to do a service at home and your bike's out of warranty, or you don't fancy going into a dealer, we're going to show you all the simple things like doing servicing, doing brakes, how to fit a set of panniers or a top box. I've got all the camera kits set up to do it now. So we're going to be doing a new series of maintenance videos, and it's not just going to be on little bikes, it's going to be on the big ones as well. So we shall have a little bit of fun that way. And we shall see this morning, and before we get back to the garage, how many of these numpties. Look, left, straight over, and right. I am taking the third exit, so it is a right. But let's just see how many of these numpties cut in to my lane. Get over your own side. Cutting into my part of the white line. There we go. It's amazing how many car drivers can't manage to stay in their own lane. Right, coffee time awaits. So back to the garage. The assault is all good. 9 o'clock, 11 miles on the bike. Happy days, as I say. I always say happy days then. So, Lexmoto assault, if you want one, obviously go and check out website eclipsemotorcyclesmk.co.uk, or the pages lexmoto.co.uk, or you can have a look at the ISCA. Try and get the Detroit out this week, and I'm going to get another ride in before it rains. So I'll be signing out on this one. Till then, be well, ride safe, and as always, it's a big goodbye from me.